Hi Beth, are you ready for this?
I am. Welcome to this year's Glasgow Duke of Edinburgh Awards. I'm Beth Mullen, a former St Andrews student and a Gold participant.
And I'm Emily Dick, a former Whitehouse student, Gold participant. Thank you for joining us at our first Inspirations Award live on YouTube and on Instagram TV.
We know that things look a little different this year, but that's not going to stop us from celebrating all of your hard-earned achievements, whether you walked,
Filmed,
boomeranged,
or danced your way there.
We really can't stress how important this event is for all of us who are involved with this year's Duke of Edinburgh Awards, especially with everything that has happened this year.
We might be celebrating things differently, but we hope that it will still be a fun look back at the year's highlights as well as the highlights from the years before.
Completing Duke of Edinburgh hopefully left you with some fantastic memories, and tonight we'll plan to celebrate them all.
And don't forget, we're also live tweeting on social media tonight so that you can join in with the celebrations using #DofE with a difference on Twitter and Instagram.
So with all of that out of the way, what can you expect from us tonight?
Well Beth, I think we can expect a quick trip down memory lane with the pictures and tweets and Insta posts from last year's expeditions.
We'll all be recognising the certificate of achievements for each level, as well as the successes of completed bronze, silver and gold participants.
And let's not forget our prestigious Innovation Awards, Leader of the Year and our Centre of the Year Award.
And we might have a special guest or two along the way.
So without further ado,
let's begin the 2020 Glasgow Virtual Inspiration Awards.
This year has been a strange one for everyone, from lockdowns to daily briefings, from borders to travel restrictions.
And it's been an even more challenging experience for some of our Duke of Edinburgh participants.
So this year we are celebrating the participants unable to fully complete their sections at bronze, silver and gold with our Certificate of Achievement Award.
Let's take a look at what some of our Certificate of Achievement participants have got up to over the last year.
DofE to me is an award like no other. It's an award with a powerful punch. It'll open up doors for you, it'll make people stop and recognise you. It shows that you're committed to something over a long period of time and a variety of subjects. If the DofE is on a CV, it's definitely a CV you want to read.
to all of our Certificate of Achievement winners. Your hard work this year has really been astounding.
And speaking of hard work, I believe it's time to announce our bronze awards.
I'm so excited for this. I remember completing my bronze in third year and doing my 4 sections: skills, volunteering, physical and the expedition. It was so challenging, but it was such a rewarding experience.
The thing I think that's special about bronze is that it shocks you with how good it actually is. I knew bronze was going to be amazing, but I never thought that it would be so good.
I couldn't agree more. Shall we announce our completed bronze participants?
I think we shall.
I'm DofE.
I'm DofE.
Hi, I'm Mr. Hart and I'm part of the DofE team here at Knoxdale High School. I think it's a very important thing to take part in because of all the leadership skills you can learn, and more importantly, you're out in nature and it's amazing.
Congratulations to all of this year's completed bronze participants.
An additional thank you to the leaders in schools for sending their clips and pictures in for this year's awards. It's been amazing to see how everyone has achieved their awards this year.
Talking of Duke of Edinburgh experiences, we have our first special guest coming up.
That's right. Speaking about his experiences as a Duke of Edinburgh leader, please welcome Hillhead Secondary Douglas Gillespie.
Hello everyone, and well done on your
on the completion of your Duke Edinburgh Award. My name's Mr Gillespie. I am a teacher at Hillhead High School and I lead the Duke of Edinburgh Award alongside Mr Richardson and Mr McFarlane. So there's the three of us that lead the award at Hillhead. So over the past couple of months, you have had probably one of the most difficult, sort of challenging awards for any kind of year group, particularly because of the current situation that's been going on. But I'm so impressed to see not just the young people at Hillhead, but also all the people from across Glasgow that have managed to achieve the Duke Edinburgh Award. At Hillhead, we've had our own successes. We've had our first ever Gold Award completionist, and that's through Michelle Matsika and Leanne Alani, and we've got many others, hopefully, that are in the pipeline, and we hope that they do well and they're able to achieve their awards. And honestly, the amount of hard work, the effort, the resilience and everything else that's been going on, in order for them to gain these awards, and not just them, but you across the whole city, is just unbelievable. We're seeing some amazing stories coming out of, the resilience that's been shown and the physical activities that have continued, and, switching your volunteering and being flexible and helping your community, not just your community, but also just the smaller relationships like the neighbour next door, going to get the things that they need. So it's so impressive. I'm so proud of you all, and it's such a great achievement. And enjoy the award, write it on your CV, and well done to all the leaders as well. The leaders have not had an easy time either, particularly supporting all the young people on their journey, on the way through, phoning perhaps, emailing, and making sure that obviously you can get to where you are. So a huge well done to everyone, and thanks to Vicky as well, who's been on call, certainly for me, when I've had some quite difficult and challenging questions, and she's been there as a kind of font of knowledge. So thanks to her as well. So well done everyone, and good luck if you decide to take on board another future level of the award. All right, thank you.
Okay, so now it's time to move on to our presentations for completed silver participants.
Our young people need to be in at least their 4th year to start the silver DofE programme.
And they must complete the same 4 sections as before, but with a 3-day expedition.
As you will have seen from our bronze participants, our expedition took a different form this year, with participants undergoing expeditions more locally in urban areas around Glasgow.
The massive challenge this year came in the navigation, as it was much harder, so teamwork became even more important to this year's participants.
Put a hand together for this year's Silver Awards.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wasn't that amazing?
It's amazing to think of all those participants over the years. So what's next, Beth?
I believe we have our completed gold participants next.
I remember completing my gold.
Oh really, what was your favourite part?
From gold, well, I remember looking for wallabies on the island we canoed to and finding an abandoned house from years ago.
That sounds so much fun. Mine would have to be the campsite at night with all my friends.
Well, if this year's completed gold participant had as much fun as we did, we're in for a treat tonight.
Well, without further ado, here's this year's gold participants.
Gold DofE participant. This is someone who's had to overcome great obstacles. This is the highest level of the award, the trickiest and the most time consuming. And there's also an extra section at this level called the residential section. DofE Gold participants have overcome so much and they've worked so hard. I'm so proud of all of our DofE Glasgow Gold achievers and everything that they have done and in every way that we in DofE Glasgow have been able to support them. We, the leaders, the supervisors, the centre coordinators, the assessors, the parents, the friends and the activity providers are proud of you. Well done DofE Glasgow Gold achievers.
I work for DofE Scotland. I've been asked to share a little bit about my own Gold Duke of Edinburgh experience with you. I completed my Gold back in 2010, so a little while ago now, but I still draw on some of the things that I've learned through that experience. The expedition section was a particular highlight. I think if you speak to most Gold award holders, they'll probably mention a story from their Gold expedition. For me, I was struggling with what direction to go after school. I didn't know what course I wanted to study. I didn't know what kind of job I wanted. But on those 4 days of kind of trudging through the wind and the rain and the midges and everything else, I realised that actually this is hard, but I really enjoy it. I want to work in the outdoors. And since then I managed to get myself a couple of outdoor qualifications. I studied an outdoor course and I've had the amazing opportunity to support probably over 300 other young people through their Duke of Edinburgh expedition section. I love being outdoors. I love any kind of active pursuit outside. So to be able to share something that I really love doing with other people is a really cool opportunity. And I think without my Gold Duke of Edinburgh expedition experience, I probably wouldn't have figured out that that's the direction I wanted to go in. So that was a really valuable experience for me. The volunteering section as well was my other kind of standout highlight. It really showed me that actually working with young people was something that I wanted to do. It's something that I was good at, it's something I enjoyed, and it really highlighted the value of volunteering and how important sometimes these opportunities that charities and voluntary organisations offer people to take part in activities that they might not otherwise have the chance to try can be really valuable. And it's cool to be a volunteer to help share that experience again of something you quite enjoy with other people. Is a really cool thing. I hope that all of you here tonight who are getting your awards, whether it's bronze, silver or gold or a certificate of achievement, have found that you've gained quite a lot from that experience. It's a funny thing, you don't always realise at the time how valuable something like that is. It's maybe a couple of years later you kind of look back and go, actually that's made a real difference in my life. It's a pretty cool thing to have been involved in. and it's had more of an impact than you realise maybe right now just holding that certificate. But a huge congratulations to everyone who has achieved their awards over the last couple of months. It's been a challenging couple of months and you've worked really, really hard. You've shown a massive amount of resilience and drive to keep working on your sections. Well done, congratulations, and enjoy the rest of the awards night.
Congratulations to this year's gold participants.
And thank you to our centres and schools for sending in your clips and photos. You know, Emily, I think we've done enough talking for just now.
Well, we did promise some special guests.
We did, didn't we? Please welcome our next leader, talking about his Duke of Edinburgh experience, Stephen Chalmers.
Hi, I'm Stephen Chalmers. I'm a DofE coordinator and leader from Knightswood Secondary. I've been doing that for the last 7 years now, and I've found that it's been one of the most rewarding parts of my job is getting to be a DofE leader. Challenges for being a DofE leader has to be getting to expedition day, the planning that goes before going on expedition, getting help with the sections, choosing volunteering, make sure the skills appropriate, make sure the physical activities up to scratch, and then once you're there, it's actually DofE day arrives, and then it's getting on the bus. So some mornings it takes an hour. I've seen us some mornings arrive at school for 9 and being on the bus at midday, just by the time it takes to get the bags repacked and ready to go. So yeah, definitely the biggest challenge for DofE leaders is getting the kids on the bus. Rewards for being a DofE leader has to be getting out into the wilderness with the young people, seeing the remote parts of Scotland. We've got the most beautiful country, and yeah, people that have been brought up in the city and then taking it somewhere that they've never really seen before is a really special time. And the best thing for a leader is watching, if you take a group of young people on expedition, at the start of it, they're maybe like, oh, I can't do it, it's too heavy, the bag, my feet are sore, but by the end of it, there's actually they start to have a bit of belief that they can actually take on challenges and complete anything that can be put in front of them. I love being a DofE leader because it gets to work with young people out with the classroom. So day-to-day biology, but then comes to expedition time and it's outside working with people in a completely different environment. And I can actually bring some of that classroom along with me and we're looking at the trees and the lichens. As well as that, you never really remember specific lessons from school, and when you think back to your expeditions when you were younger, you can probably remember every detail and every funny moment that happened. It's the same for us leaders. When you're out on expedition, there's funny things happen and you reminisce about them every year to the next group that come along, so it is a really rewarding thing to do. Lastly, a big thanks to every DofE leader in Glasgow. It's not an easy job, it's a huge commitment on top of teaching, and without us it would struggle to run. So thank you again, and hopefully I'll get to see you all out in the wilderness one day.
Wasn't that amazing? Let's introduce our next speaker.
It is our honour to welcome Maureen McKenna, Executive Director of Education Services with Glasgow City Council, to the floor.
So now we come to the part of the ceremony, our virtual ceremony this year. No longer are we at the concert hall where I can put round my videos of all the thousands of people who come along to cheer on our young people and their Duke of Edinburgh achievements. Is really to say what an amazing year, because Duke of Edinburgh has continued even through this very challenging year that we've had. Our young people have continued to achieve. We've had virtual expeditions, we've had an amazing, now hold on till I check the number, 427 young people have undertaken an outdoor experience in the form of a Duke of Edinburgh with a Difference expedition. So you see, we can overcome all barriers even when we've got this tricky virus hanging around out there. We've got certificates of achievement awards, we've got bronze, silver and gold too, because we need to recognise, we know that this year it's been so different. We know that you can't do every part of your Duke of Edinburgh, but Duke of Edinburgh is such a wonderful experience for our young people. We couldn't allow them in this year like no other not to be recognised and not to have that opportunity. Congratulations to you all. I am so proud.
Thank you to Maureen McKenna, Director of Education. As Maureen said, this really has been a challenging year for us all, but every Duke of Edinburgh participant has persevered.
We hope you have all made lasting memories. As Maureen said, we are also proud of your achievements.
Now it's time for us to move on to a very special part of the proceedings, our Inspiration Awards.
Every year we award participants for innovation of a particular section, for creativity of an expedition, project or presentation.
So, to begin, we'd like to award Most Innovation in Skill, Physical or Volunteering section.
This award can be presented to either a team or an individual. Nominations for this should be creative or unusual.
In this strange year, we saw so many nominations from participants who made a difference in their communities across the last year. But this year's winner was nominated for their perseverance in completing the volunteering section.
They have been recognised for helping numerous people and families in crisis during the pandemic.
So, congratulations to silver participant Megan Kennedy from Whitehill Secondary. Congratulations and well deserved, Megan.
And now for our most creative expedition, project or presentation.
This team award is for an interesting or exciting expedition, project or presentation. Nominations in this category could include an unusual project topic, a funny or interesting experience, or a particular media used.
This year's winners produced an amazing video of their urban expedition, really highlighting what #DofE with a difference means to our participants this year.
This year's winners are bronze participants Mary Ferguson, Emily Kwang, Isla Matheson, Rosie Savage and Emma Wilson from Highland Secondary School.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now for DofE Leader/Volunteer of the Year.
This award celebrates the great work undertaken by DofE coordinator, leader or volunteer who has definitely gone the extra mile to support participants with their DofE programme.
It was a tight contest. We announced the nominations for this category a few days ago, and we have to say our judges have had a tough time choosing a winner.
Before we announce the winner, we'd like to applaud the nominations in this category this year. Karen Cooper from Holyrood Secondary School, Gillian Reid from Bannerman High School and Brian Henry from Notre Dame High School.
But there can only be one winner.
Or can there? This year we'd like to award Leader Volunteer of the Year to Brian Henry from Notre Dame High School and Gillian Reid from Bannerman High School.
Hi there, my name's Alistair Ewan and I'd like to nominate Brian Henry from Notre Dame High School for Duke of Edinburgh Award Leader of the Year. Brian's done a fantastic job in growing the award at Notre Dame. He actually, after 40 years of teaching, he retired, but then came back to continue to support young people at Notre Dame. And he's done a fantastic job. He's a hero. Well done, Brian, and here's hoping that you win this award.
Here in Bannerman, we have nominated Gillian Reid as Leader of the Year. She's definitely our Leader of the Year. She keeps us right, and especially in 2020 when there's so many problems to deal with in terms of delivering DofE, she has come up with systems, she's come up with plans, and she's kept us all on track to make sure that this year we've actually had more entrants to bronze and silver than any year before, and that's really down to Gillian keeping us all on the right path.
Gillian has been absolutely fantastic. This has been my first year delivering Duke of Edinburgh for wider achievement, and Gillian has been a real help in both the organisational aspect and helping me deliver the mandatory content needed for the classes, and without her I would have been quite lost. So thank you, Gillian.
Gillian has been outstanding support for the staff members in helping them through their different qualifications. From a personal point of view, she was instrumental in helping me to achieve my Lowland Leader Award. She takes a lot of time sitting with us, and she also took us out on walks and stuff, helping us to get through our qualifications. So thank you, Gillian.
I think we're nearing the end of this year's award, Beth.
Yes, but first, our last award of the evening, Centre of the Year.
This award pays tribute to a centre which has widened access and increased achievement to allow participants to complete their awards.
The winning centre has been chosen for their commitment to their young people and their commitment to developing their staff.
We'd like to welcome Maureen McKenna to announce the winner of Glasgow Duke of Edinburgh's Centre of the Year award.
Well, many congratulations to Notre Dame High School, who are this year's winners of the overall winners of our Duke of Edinburgh. Congratulations, what a wonderful achievement, particularly in such a challenging year. Well done.
Duke of Edinburgh is a hugely important aspect of our school curriculum. We believe it gives young people second to none opportunity of being involved in leadership, building resilience, demonstrating teamwork, and also the chance to get out of the city and go and spend some time in our beautiful countryside on their expeditions. We want to wish all of our award winners this evening huge congratulations. Despite this terrible year in lockdown, you've still managed to achieve your goals, and you should be very, very proud of yourselves. So from everyone at Notre Dame High School, well done.
Sadly, we've reached the end of our evening.
Another fantastic year for our Duke of Edinburgh participants and some outstanding work from across the city, especially in light of this year's pandemic.
We'd like to take a moment to thank you all for all your hard work, innovation and creativity in completing your sections this year. Congratulations.
To finish off our evening, we have a special vote of thanks from the Director of Duke of Edinburgh Scotland, Helen Anderson.
I just want to take this opportunity to say a tremendous and heartfelt thank you, well done, and congratulations to all the young people across Glasgow who tonight are celebrating their DofE achievement. I think we can all agree that the past few months have brought unprecedented challenges to all of us. And one of the things that's continued to encourage and inspire me is the way that young people across Glasgow and Scotland as a whole have continued to go on with their DofE activity and to adapt to the circumstances as they arise. We've heard tonight about the Certificate of Achievement and how that's enabled us to recognise all the fabulous work that young people have put in over the past few months. And we've also heard about some fantastically creative and inventive alternative activities, including things like urban expeditions that young people have been up to over the past few months. I'm absolutely delighted by the number of people that have been working with DofE in Glasgow and the number of young people who have been working with the DofE Glasgow group, which is the largest in Scotland. So once again, thank you, congratulations, and well done. These awards are all about inspiration, and I think tonight we've heard some truly inspirational stories. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who tuned in to this year's awards and got involved with us on our socials with our #DofE with a difference.
So that's all from me, Beth.
And me, Emily. Good night.
Good night.
Hey, thanks, mate.